Salute, guys. Y'all already know what it is, guys. It's the Mr.Goodbread show, guys. Welcome, guys. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, or religions. We cater to the truth, we cater to common sense, and we do not complicate that, guys. All right, guys. I got my girls in the house tonight. These are my daughters. These are my twins, guys. You know what I mean? These are my girls, you know what I mean? Let's take a little minute, introduce yourself, ladies. Never starting with you.
Hi everyone. My name is Nara.
That's what's up.
Hi, my name is Ayana.
Right, guys, and I got my girl. I got my girl. This my secret weapon. She don't really be with this, like, you know what I mean? She don't really be with this. So y'all seen Nara, but y'all might not be familiar with Ayana, you know what I mean? So this my youngest right here. So, you know what I mean, guys. And today, y'all seen the thumbnail. We finna go over some toxic beliefs, some toxic traits, some toxic behaviors that this modern society they be normalizing it. They make it like if it's cool, and it ain't cool. You know what I mean? It ain't cool, y'all. And if you follow these beliefs right here, these are the beliefs that have you grow that victim mentality that everybody running around here with. If you notice, everybody running around here with somebody to point the finger at, with somebody to blame their position in life on, guys. So we're gonna go over a couple of those things today. And keep in mind, guys, y'all already know how we do. At this point right now in the video, if you need to go take the beliefs that you were programmed with because the person that programmed you didn't know no better, if you need to take those beliefs with you to the locker, it's now time to do that, guys. Take those beliefs, put them in your locker, you know what I mean? And then come back to class and be prepared to critically think. You know what I mean? Because that's all we do over here. We bring topics and we bring issues to get you to think outside the regular, outside your normal programming. Because people fall into a they fall into a zone where they believe their normal programming so much that they forget about the results that they normal programming have got them. You know what I mean? So we ain't fitting to do that over here. All right, guys. And y'all already know I'm fitting to be articulate. Because I got my girls with me. I got my girls with me. So I ain't fitting to be rude or how y'all say disrespectful with his old disrespectful stuff. Nah, I ain't finna do all that today. Because I ain't finna give y'all no excuse to be stupid. All right? All right, y'all. So, this is gonna be a good one, guys. This is gonna be a good one, y'all. Now, what's up, man? Now, what's up, man? You got a B-Day coming, girl. Yeah. Yeah. Word. Now, I mean, let's get straight into the video, guys. Let's do this. We got some good information, so guys. So keep in mind, in the thumbnail it says 10. Matter of fact, let's take attendance. Who we got in the house, y'all? Okay. Who is that? Miss Decent. That's the new one. She new here. She new here. How you doing, Miss Descendant of Al Gore? How you feeling, yo? How you doing, girl? How you doing? Education over entertainment. Salute, man. Of course, always, man. Our valedictorian, XL Pro. What's up, man? Word, guys. Salute. Steve T. That's our MVP. Steve T got MVP. How you feeling, my guy? Salute to you guys. Regular Degular, welcome to class, my guys. How you doing, Regular Degular? Welcome to class, man. Salute to you guys, man. We got the greatest chat on YouTube. Y'all already know. Y'all rocking with the best. They can only teach you how to be us, the good breads. You know what I mean? Let's get into the video, guys, though. Let's get into this video. Yeah, guys, we finna get into 10 toxic beliefs. Well, I'm gonna give y'all 15 just because I fuck with y'all on the good bread tip. 15 toxic beliefs that they done went and normalized in today's society. You know what I mean? To make it look good. But these beliefs, if you buy into these beliefs, you're gonna end up with the victim mentality. And once you get what is the victim mentality? The victim mentality is the mentality where you gotta blame somebody else for your position in life. Y'all get that, ladies?
Yeah.
You don't ever want to be in a position where you blaming somebody else for your position in life. Way
Yeah.
too many of our sisters are in a position where they just want to blame somebody else for their position in life when they made decisions to put them in that position as well. You know what I mean, ladies? And
Yeah.
that's not cool. That's dumb. That's stupid. Y'all know how y'all dad is, man. That's dumb. That's absolutely stupid, foolish. All right, so these are some of the beliefs. These are some of the facts, and because people take in things that they see on social media and they take them in as facts and beliefs, and then they got to deal with the results of those took in facts and beliefs. So these are a few of them. You know what I mean? These are 15 of them. You know what I mean? In the thumbnail, I know the thumbnail say 10, but I'm gonna give y'all 15 because y'all good breads. You know what I mean? All right, how y'all feeling tonight, guys? I noticed we got the adults. The adults been coming through to the class more than my little ones. Y'all adults, this for the kids. This for the next generation, y'all. I know y'all been rocking with me now, and then y'all see that he don't just hate women and he don't just be bashing, but y'all can't be applauding before the kids applaud, yo. You know what I mean? So let me do that again, yo. My kids, yo, how y'all feeling? All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? All right, that's what I like to hear. My kid, I'm for the kids. Best interest of the child. Know what I mean? One more time, man. All right, let's get it, man. Let's get it rocking. Let's get it shaking, guys. Let's get it shaking. Let's get it rocking.
We need to highlight some unhealthy behaviors we do on the regular that could cost you your mental health and happiness. When we're more aware, we can improve.
And you see, that's a key fact right there. Hold on, guys. We got upper management is in the building. Upper management definitely in the house. Brooklyn in the house. New York, stand up. Y'all already know, yo.
Every business starts.
You know what I mean? All right, so let's get it back. Let's start it. Let's start that back.
We need to highlight some unhealthy behaviors we do on the regular that could cost you your mental health and happiness. When we're more aware, we can improve. Here are
And ladies, y'all peep that, right? Y'all peep that. It said things that you do that cost your mental happiness. See, it ain't nothing we all like to blame whatever people do to us, but it's more what we do to ourselves. So you know what I mean, don't get into the habit of blaming. Because honestly, guys, don't nobody mess your day up more than how you see things. You know what I mean? It's how you look at things that mess your day up.
are 15 toxic behaviors that have been normalized by society. Number 1, drinking. Drinking on the reg is about as normal as not smiling on public transport. It's assumed that most adults end the day with a drink or two, or the week with a drink or five. Just because it's legal and acceptable doesn't mean it's good or healthy. It's just become so accepted that no one bats an eye when you crack open a cold one. On the contrary, try bringing a non alcoholic beverage to a party and see what a scene it creates. Drinking leads to reckless behavior, confrontation, and regrettable texting, yet it's somehow more of a freak move to not be into it.
Now that's true, guys. Now I mean, drinking gets you out of character, yeah. You remember that? Remember that article where Lizzo she texts the guy and texts him all those crazy messages, and she looked crazy after that. Definitely, especially when you're a lady, right? When you're a lady, y'all have enzymes in y'all that's not that don't break down alcohol like men. You know what I mean? So you guys got to be careful when you're consuming that. And you don't want to be consuming because, listen, guys, just because everybody's doing something don't mean you got to do it. You get that?
Number two, blaming your parents for everything crap about you. So, your parents messed up a bit. No one comes out of childhood unscathed. We don't all enter adult life with the same starting point. And that's something a mature adult deals with and gets on with regardless. The truth is that you can remain a child to your parents and continue to blame them for everything they did wrong, or you can start acting like a grown ass adult yourself and start from exactly where you find yourself and begin to improve yourself every day. Number
That's a fact too, guys. Number two, you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At some point, you responsible for yourself. Like I could not have taught you nothing, or I cannot teach you nothing, but the life still goes on. You still got to make it out in this world. So you'll be a fool to sit there and want to blame me for anything. You know what I mean? To blame your moms or blame anybody for anything when you still got to go on in life.
three, sexualizing children. It is currently completely acceptable how children are framed when it comes to advertising, marketing, and fashion. Why high heels for a 3-year-old even exists is a mystery. Even imposing suggestive romances between two young children in Valentine's Day advertising is creepy when you stop and think about it. But how often do we instead think, aw, how cute? Little boys and little girls don't need to be groomed to fill suggestive adult relationships with each other, nor should short skirts or tight fitting clothes be needed to make them more attractive. To whom? Certainly not to each other, so again we ask, to whom?
And guys, that go into that whole Hollywood and Walt Disney. That go down that rabbit hole. You know what I mean? You don't gotta show off skin for attention to feel important. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that. You know what I mean? They groom the kids from young to be on that dumbness right there. You know what I mean? Showing skin is not empowering. You know what I mean?
Number 4, overtime. In many large cities, if you're not doing overtime, then you're working undertime. Overtime has become part of what is required to gain recognition and be considered for a promotion. We're sure you've all experienced a toxic work culture where anyone who dares to leave when their work is done instead of waiting until the boss leaves is chastised as being uncommitted to their work. Many work contracts even include a minimum number of overtime hours that are expected before overtime is paid for, which is often more than 60 hours a work week. This long and continuous work week doesn't inspire innovation, diligence, or enthusiasm to get the job done, but rather it seems to merit seat warming over performance.
All right, ladies, right? Hard work, hard work is important, but don't be fooled by hard work, right? While you working hard, you got to be trying to figure out how not to have to work so hard and how to put your time, you know what I mean, and how to maximize on your time so you don't gotta work so hard. Cause there's a lot of people out here working hard and ain't gaining no ground because the concept of working hard, they get trapped in the concept of working hard. The object is to maximize on the time you spend, is to get the most for your time. You know what I mean? And that's how you add value to the world. You know what I mean? It don't come down to how you how faking it till you make it. It come down to the real value you add in this world, and that's that. You know what I mean? Either that or you're gonna end up playing the victim to get the free rewards. And that ain't gonna get y'all nowhere. I'm telling you, that's not gonna get you nowhere, playing the victim.
Number 5, the fear of getting fat. A 2014 study highlighted in the New York Times showed that 81% of 10-year-old girls are more afraid of getting fat than they are of cancer, nuclear war, or losing their parents. The same study showed that 42% of third grade girls wanted to be thinner, and 51% of age 9 and 10-year-old girls feel better about themselves when they're on a diet. How did we get here? Somehow, all of these overt messages that fat is a fate worse than death has filtered down to our children, and these fears can last a lifetime. Number 6,
Yo, never. That's why I applaud you when it comes to that topic right there, because I know you know the ins and the outs when it comes to that, Nera. So you wanna take it from here when it comes to number 5?
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to like that, I feel like it could have been worded differently. It shouldn't be like, cause like I feel like you shouldn't. Yeah, I agree with that. You shouldn't be afraid of being fat, but you also shouldn't want to be fat too. Like I feel like it's like a balance, you know. And I feel like the most important thing, honestly, is just to be comfortable in like your skin, like, and not to look at different people's shape and be like, oh, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Perfect.
I'm not, because being small is nothing wrong with being small. You get what I'm saying? So like, cause a lot of people that's small, they look and they be like, oh my god, I don't want to be small. This, like I want to be that shape, and then they start trying to get to that shape, and then they get fat, and they be like, oh my god, I don't want to be fat, and that's why I just feel like you got to be comfortable in your own skin. But I honestly feel like like being like you gotta understand what obese is, like, you get what I'm saying, because
Right.
that's not healthy. So it's nothing wrong with being fat, but like, you know what I'm saying, obese comes with a lot of health risks. So know your limit, with certain stuff. Like sometimes you might need to take in the diet, you get what I'm saying, but don't sit here and be taking diets when you don't need it, when you're really small, you get what I'm saying, because that's killing yourself. Your body
Right.
needs some type of food. You taking a diet while you don't really need it, your body's going to be eating itself, and that's unhealthy too. So it's just kind of like, it's like a balance.
And that's life.
Yeah.
We talked about that in my last live. I think it was me and little brother. We were talking
Mhm.
about balancing, being able to balance things out. And he was talking about it actually. You don't want to have one thing all of this and the other thing all of that. Then it's gonna, what I mean. You want to have that balance, that yin and the yang. So
Yeah.
that's definitely a fact. So we moving right along to number 6.
children, and these fears can last a lifetime. Number 6, gender stereotypes. Stereotyping our feelings or actions according to an outdated list of masculine and feminine traits is completely anti progress. Some of our most toxic behaviors come from trying our darndest to fit into these roles. Men being uncommunicative or tough when something affects them, or women feeling pressure to act indecisive or submissive when they would prefer to take control of a situation. Even the most basic shades of color are still chosen for genders. Hey, Luxers, will there ever be a time when pink is not a girl color and blue not for boys? These stereotypes lead to other toxic behaviors, like our next point.
Now, like, this is important, guys. Very important to me. Like, we live in a world right now where they just want to create chaos, yo. And they just want to create confusion, all right? We know goddamn well what our God created and what our God want us to be. Like, He created you a girl, He created you a girl. You know what I mean? We can't play with that fabric. That fabric, we can't play with. Like, who is us to play with that fabric? You know what I mean? We can't play with that, guys. And that's what that come down to, yo. I don't gotta break that down anymore. You know what I mean? People gotta stop playing with the fabric. People gotta stop playing with what it is.
Number 7. Toxic masculinity. What do G.I. Joe, James Bond, and Donald Trump all have in common? Yep, an above average dose of toxic masculinity. The rougher, the tougher, the more womanizing, the better. Men are taught to replace feelings with catchphrases or more violence the moment conflict arises. If you've ever heard someone explain away a behavior as boys will be boys, you know just how absurd this really is. Toxic masculinity is the social pressures placed upon men to be violent, competitive, independent, and unfeeling. Aluxers, we recommend you listen to Toxic Relationships by Hope Utaram on Audible, where she explores all types of toxic relationships. And if you haven't claimed it already, we've got a free download for you. Just head to alux.com/freebook. Number 8. Accepting mediocrity and applauding effort instead of results.
Hold on, ladies. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity, yo. That's just a word that they brought up to make it like if what men do, what real men do is bad. You know what I mean? That's not true. Like if if they say toxic masculinity, then they can say toxic independence. But you notice they never say toxic independence. They never say that being independent and saying I don't need someone is bad. But they say toxic masculinity is bad. So that's something that's up for debate, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, ladies, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. You know what I mean? You just got to be emotionally intelligent enough to know that dude don't make no sense, and that dude makes a lot of sense, and that's where that come at. That's where that comes down to.
Try your best is about.
Let's go back. Let's go play that number 8 again.
And if you haven't claimed it already, we've got a free download for you. Just head to alux.com/freebook. Number 8. Accepting mediocrity and applauding effort instead of results. Try your best is about the worst advice you could give a child who has big dreams. Talk about setting them up for disappointment. Yet, it's also the advice we give ourselves when we're trying to do something significant. The truth is that your best has nothing to do with it, and just trying won't get us anywhere. Let's get real. It's just something we say to make ourselves feel better if it doesn't work out. But we're better than that. We can face the disappointment along the way. In real life, there are no prizes for trying and no midway medals, yet accepting mediocrity has become the norm.
And you get that right there? People want the reward for, they don't want the right to be able to try and get it. They want the results from, like, if you do something and you do it great, somebody that don't do it as great as you want the results that you get because they tried it. That's how the world is now right now. Like, that's how the world is right now. Like, they done made it to the point where the first place winner can't be the first place winner. Everybody gotta win. And it can't be no one distinctive winner. Everybody gotta win so nobody feels bad. You get that, Nera?
Yeah.
that's cool. What's your take on that right there?
So like basically what you're saying is that like cuz like when listening to the video I thought she was saying basically how like people who try think like
Just because
that's
they
all it is.
tried,
Yeah, that's all it is just trying. Like that's all
right?
it is to it.
Just
It's
because
just
they
trying.
tried, they should get the same results as somebody that don't that not only tried but put the work in to go
Yeah,
in
to
with it.
go that step farther. So yeah, it's more than just, taking that one little step. It's actually like, being consistent at it and trying to make it happen. So yeah.
Facts. It go back to that hard work thing. It go back to that where hard work come with. Yeah, hard work is great, but it's some things, it's some tools, and it's some steps that go along with working hard. That's gonna make you successful. And I mean, just working hard work just by itself, that's not going to help you, yo. If anything, that's gonna blow you. That's gonna tire you down. That's gonna wear you out. But that's a whole nother video.
Number 9, the crazy role models that people look up to. God bless Kendall Jenner, but is she really who you want your child to look up to? What value, change, or foundation has she let out for us to follow? How has she paved the way for us to feel better, or see further, or think deeper? She just makes most of us feel like we're not hot or rich enough. When we allow people like Kendall Jenner to be who we look up to, we limit ourselves. There are so many more role models we could have. People like Alyssa Carson. Alyssa, who? Exactly. At 19 years old, she'd just become the youngest person in history to pass all of NASA's aerospace tests, and now she's an astronaut. Now, don't you think she would be a better person for your future kid to know about? Number 10, adding.
Now that's a fact, guys, and Kyle, they said Kyle. What's her name? Jenna. They
Kylie Jenner.
yeah, they picked her, but they could have picked any one of these celebrities, guys. Any one of these celebrities is not the right role model that you want to be following, yo. You know what I mean? And that and I'm
I
not even,
agree.
I'm not gonna I'm saying when I say you don't want to be following them, you don't want to be following them past what you like them for. Like, you know what I mean? If you like A Boogie because he's his music, then that's what you like A Boogie for his music. The minute A Boogie stop doing music and start giving dating advice or giving life advice, then that's a dub, bro. Like
Just in general, like I just feel like the point of that statement that was being said is just it's just an identity type of thing. Like you shouldn't be idolizing them. Like you shouldn't be wanting to be them. You get what I'm saying? So like, you
right.
know what I'm saying? Like certain stuff they do, I mean, they can motivate you to do it. Like, oh, they start a business. Okay, let me try to start a business, and see if you can be successful. I mean, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something you taking something positive that they did, and
Right.
that's how you looking up to it. But more so of like, idolizing, like you looking at them like, oh, like I gotta be this way, like I gotta be
That's
this,
a fact. That's
like
what
I
people
can't,
do.
like yeah, you can't do that. Like that's the problem. The idolizing needs to stop. But I mean, little things like that, like music. If you like the music, cool.
That's what it is. It's a
Yeah.
fine line between idolizing and idolatry and 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 mimicking and studying. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's a fine line between that. Like some people take it too far to where they want to become that celebrity. They think they're that celebrity.
Yeah.
Number 10, adding sugar to every item that we purchase. According to the American Heart Association, the average American eats 22 teaspoons of added sugar per day. That's a ton of sugar. And the reason we don't even realize it is it's so well hidden. There are more than 60 names for added sugar, so it's hard to spot this master of disguise. According to Johns Hopkins Medical School, here are some of the most common pseudonyms that sugar goes by. If it has the word syrup in it, words that end in ose, like dextrose, fructose, maltose. Add fruit nectars, juice concentrates, honey, agave, and molasses to the list, and those are all sugars that are consumed every single day. Number 11, racial bias.
All right, y'all. Before we get to number 11, that sugar joint is important because I need y'all to be around. Y'all know that amongst us black people, us black folks in black America, diabetes run rampant. So you gotta make sure you able to live out the legacy, guys. I ain't doing all this hard work for y'all to sit there and just go die of diabetes. You gotta make sure you know what I mean, you hold down the legacy, you take care of yourself. But that is important, guys.
Or drink lots of water.
Facts. But see, I noticed you want to give your spill of, you don't drink soda. Yeah, I know you don't.
Yeah, soda, it's just not good for you. It's not good for the face. It's not good for the body. It's a lot of sugar in it.
That's a fact. That's
And
truth.
it's just not good. Water is a better option. It's healthier.
Truth.
Every single day. Number 11, racial bias in criminal news. Although it's unbelievable we're still identifying people according to race, what is more incredible is the overt racial bias when reporting on crime. When a crime is committed by a white assailant, there's always a discussion around their mental state, or prior abuse, or excuses for the behavior. However, when a black person commits a crime, they're outright guilty with only the intention of being a seasoned criminal. No backstory or trauma or mental health issues considered, unless supporting the narrative that they're a crazed criminal. While crime is crime and not acceptable at any event, how we portray criminals should be equal across the board. And if we don't correct this toxic behavior, we'll continue to see racial biases in all areas of life.
And that's a whole fact, guys. Y'all know it's not fair. Y'all know what it's about. Y'all know it's not fair. Don't dwell on it. You know what I mean? Make sure you don't put yourself in situations that to where that you become a statistic. But y'all not don't be oblivious to the fact that y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. This is not a fair world at all. Never.
Yeah, it isn't. Like for the situations that recently happened and stuff. Like,
Facts. Facts, that Buffalo joint crazy.
yeah, the
Just
Texas.
today, some something happened today. I got messages left and right about something happening today too. So it's like some officers got killed. Two
Oh, really?
officers and a doctor. Word. Two officers and a doctor got killed before the guy killed himself. I think it was something to that effect. But you know what I mean? It's just getting worse, guys. It's getting worse. So you just gotta protect your energy. Definitely protect your energy.
Number 12, the enormous amount of screen time people get. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, we're captive to screens. And we don't only mean your phone and your laptop. It's become so socially acceptable that everywhere we go, screens are popping up. The train, in the taxi, the elevator, flashing at us while we stand in line at the store, in the foyer to our kids' school. It's become socially acceptable to thrust screens in front of us at every turn without even a thought of consent. This toxic mess of digital messaging is infiltrating our lives, yet we accept and continue the trend. And Alexers, we released a video that will help you rid yourself of your own toxic thoughts. Number 13, using your kids to make money off social media. One of the most toxic behaviors on this list that most people turn a blind eye to is posting your kids' lives online. Before they've even asked for privacy, their privacy is violated by public posts, pranks, or having their whole life made public for.
Now let me stop that right there before they even finish. You know what I mean? I love pictures, yo, and I just love pictures, but I made sure I kept y'all out of my fantasy, you know what I mean? And more people gotta do that. More and more people just be they just be going, y'all see it, yo. They go around and they had a kid butt naked, and they taking pictures of their kid, they pregnant, and they had a little other little man all butt naked. Like nobody asked for that. Like, and them they self be all butt naked. Like there's gonna be a generation of parents that got fans only pictures out there and got so many new pictures and so many inappropriate pictures that it's gonna have an effect on their children's being hired at jobs, because the guys that's hiring the jobs got the pictures and shit. It's like it's gonna be crazy, and they don't think about things like that. They don't think about things like that in this modern society because it's normalized to go for it all, to grab for the clout, grab for the attention, and that's not cool, ladies.
For the sake of royalties from unboxing videos. So many people have opinions on parents who dress up their kids and pop them on a catwalk, but posting photos and videos of your children for some kind of social status is the same thing. Worst of all is those who monetize their children's lives through blogs and vlogs. These kids don't have a say of how or when their lives are plastered all over the internet and have no control of how it will affect them as they age out of their parents' grip.
And that's the sad part right there. Like they don't even give the kids a chance to be like make any decisions. Like at the end of the day, it is the likableness of the child. You know what I mean? But this is the shit that I be saying, guys. Like I be on there and I be saying things like they treat their kids like property, and they get mad at me, y'all. They get mad at me, y'all. But am I lying? Property and shit like that. Like they don't get a chance to say nothing. If you don't get a chance to say nothing, you property. But
Yeah.
that's a whole nother video.
Number 14, expecting immediate answers. It's scary to notice how people perform when they realize someone has read their message and not replied immediately. The two tick fever is real and forces us to respond to everyone all the time, regardless of what we are doing, or else risk breaking some cardinal rule.
Now hold on, ladies. I heard y'all talking about that at one point about that responding fast and
I don't do
liking
that.
and
I
and
don't do
liking. Neva, how you feel about that? Like people really take it to the heart if you don't like they post, if you don't cater to that delusion, they really take it to the heart nowadays.
People, it's because people made it like we see, we talking about normalized. People made certain things shady and stuff like that.
Right.
But all right, so wait, let's talk about it two separate, because it's two separate things basically. So the liking, the posting, like like on Facebook, um people made, like, if you like the post and not love it, it's supposed to be like a shady thing, which is
Facts.
so weird.
They made yeah.
Which is so weird because, like, before it was the heart thing, it was just a like.
Right.
So that that's one thing that they be normalizing, and then
That's truth though. That's truth. I didn't even think of it like that though. That was a good breakdown too, because they do point out if you liked it, if you hearted it, or if you just regular liked it. If that means something all around. Just hitting the post means something, and
yeah,
sometimes if you don't see it, people don't
then
understand. Sometimes that you got a certain amount of time, you got a certain amount of friends, and you got a certain amount of time on your timeline for when if they post something and you got 100,000, you got you got, let's say you got 5,000 friends, and they post something, just just because your timeline, just because they only got 3 friends, and they see everything, you got to scroll all the way down your timeline to see anything because you got 5,000 friends, and then you don't see theirs because when you get on social media, you scroll about 6 seconds. Whatever 6 second post you don't see,
that's the one
that's
yeah.
it. And I mean, people don't understand that because they start to absorb social media, and they start to make social media their life.
And that's the
And
thing too. This is one thing that people need to understand too. Like that like stuff, like even if you get 20 likes, like think about it like this. If you was walking outside and 20 people complimented you back to back, you will feel like, oh my god, like you feel like you get overwhelmed and like you feel yourself, you know. So take that the same thing as social media. Like 20 likes is a lot. You get what I'm saying? Like it don't need to be 1,000. This and that.
Right.
Like that's still enough. Like you know,
Right.
people see that. So that was one, and then the like what they said in the video about like the texting and stuff. Me personally, I don't take it personal because like, come on now, let's be real. You like if you texting someone, you rather them be like occupied and like doing something productive. Like I don't. Why would you want someone texting you that's like you know what I'm saying? That's not doing
Right.
nothing. Like you know, yeah, but
Right. Right. That's easily accessible. Like
yeah.
it's crazy. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy.
Unlike the 5-second rule of dropped food, this one has far more health risks involved. It can cause constant anxiety and dependence on our phones, causes our dopamine to fire up for the wrong things, or ends up causing a total drama where there wasn't really one to begin with. Number 15, wastefulness. One of the most toxic behaviors of the 21st century is chronic consumerism. The thought that everything is easily replaced, that even if it ain't broke, we should replace it, and that we replace rather than repair. It's acceptable behavior to just ditch a picnic blanket in the bin because you don't feel like carrying it anymore, because, hey, you could just buy another one. Or throw away your broken hairdryer instead of replacing it. All of this hassle free living is leading to a climate crisis, and we're all in that together. Tidy up your habits and get a little more resourceful in looking after the stuff you've got, and there will always be enough to go around.
And that's our whole fact, guys. Like, think about it, y'all. If we all stop shopping, they'll be assed up. They'll be done. They'll be done for. If we all stop shopping, they'll be done for, y'all. The whole plan is to get us to buy in to what they selling. And every time you look around, right, we as soon as we buy something that they selling, it don't mean nothing no more, and they selling us something else. That's what consumerism is. Consumerism is then they capitalize on people that's unemotionally intelligent, and they keep recycling the same product to them, but just add a different feature to the product. Before you know it, now you're a slave to a lifestyle. Now you ain't got control over what you like, how you think. You know what I mean? That's how they take control over that stuff, guys. Through consumerism, through putting stuff, and then they make it real nice. They have their nice little commercials. You know what I mean? They run their commercials. They pay the little programs to show their commercials X amount of time. Because after you see it so many times, what's going to do? It's going to grow on you, and you're going to start to like it, and that's how that works. You know what I mean? Y'all just got to stay on point from with that.
So, Aluxers, what's the toxic behavior you're most guilty of? Share with us in the comments and we can all help each other grow to be better.
That's a fact, guys. Make sure y'all put that in the comment section. Share that in the comment section. Don't be shy, because what you put might help somebody else. You know what I mean? What you put in the comment section might help somebody else make it through, guys.
So,
That's how we
Aluxers,
gonna
what's
help
the
each
toxic
other.
behavior you're most guilty of? Share with us in the comments and we can all help each other grow to be better.
Give y'all a
Now,
minute.
you stuck with us until the end. Of course, you know we saved a bonus for you. Have you ever been ghosted or ghosted someone else? Ghosting is the 21st century way of getting out of any uncomfortable situation, and it is really unhealthy. If anything from a flirt to a relationship is not working for you, then just ghost them instead of fessing up and letting the other person know that you're just not that into them. It's go, go, gadget, ghost. There's nothing cool about ghosting. Look, you need to rise to the challenge of being a grown ass adult and deal with the situation responsibly and respectfully. If you're straightforward and honest, you'll realize the person will take it a lot better and be less hurt than if you left them with a ton of unanswered questions. It's the non toxic thing to do.
And that's a whole fact, ladies. That's the list right there. That's my list of 15. with the extra bonus. You know what I mean? Extra bonus, and the bonus was ghosting. You know what I mean? You always want to keep it real. You have a right to switch your mind. You have a right to change your mind. People in this society, that's one thing. This is an honorable mention, right? People like to villainize the people that switch up. Switching up is growth. Don't feel shamed and don't ever feel bad for switching up. You know what I mean? People try to shame y'all for switching up because they don't want you to grow. They want you to stay in the same position, in the same soil that they in. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you gotta really zone in and key in on the people that be like, be humble. Cause nowadays, guys, I'm not, I don't cap and eat crab legs to y'all. I don't play that with y'all. But nowadays, nowadays, be humble mean chill, don't grow and grow past me, cause then you gonna look like you better than me. We gotta be the same, cause we already came up with the same belief system, and that's what that should be meaning, y'all. Know what I mean? So yeah, be humble, but also keep in mind, you continue to grow. Being humble don't mean stop growing. And it's okay to switch. It's okay to switch your mind. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay. You have a right to change your mind. Changing your mind mean you seen something that ain't work, or you tried it, it ain't work. Now you making a pivot. That's okay. That's great. You know what I mean? Word. And I appreciate y'all for popping out. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all for popping out. You know what I mean? What's going on? Y'all got anything y'all need to market? Y'all got the channels. I know y'all got the school shit popping on, so you know what I mean, y'all focused on that. But
It's over. It's summertime. Oh wait. Oh wow. I'm out of school.
right, you got a birthday coming. You got a birthday coming. You know what I mean, you got one too. You know what I mean? Y'all got the summer. You got the summertime birthdays. You know, like y'all be lit.
Yeah.
Man, this is a good one though. This is appreciative. Thank you, Ayana. You still owe me one on the Dolo tip, but we gonna chop it up. It was cool. It was cool. Thank
Yeah.
you for. I appreciate you.
I'm all tired and stuff. I'm such
I
an old
know.
lady.
I know. I caught y'all on the late night. I caught y'all on the late tip. You know what I mean? Salute to my brother. Salute to my brother. Okay, what's up, man? All right, guys. Class, y'all already know what's about to happen right now. Those of you watching on the playback, two videos is about to appear. One on the left, one on the right. To continue your viewing experience over here at the School of Common Sense. You know what I mean? Click into it. That's good for the algorithms to let the YouTube algorithms know that yo, this channel is popping. This channel is talking about things that people need to hear. All right, guys. And until next time. See you tomorrow, 9 o'clock.